This man wants to know the truth about his internet girlfriend.
Probably one of the most beautiful women in the world. She could be my type.
David thought one of the world's biggest stars had reached out to him through Instagram.
You know, guys, I'm just a regular guy. We just met by accident. We both came to a conclusion. It's almost like there was a force in the universe saying, maybe you should be a couple.
David had fallen head over heels, and Jennifer had too.
We said we're going to take our time. We took about 12 hours. Jennifer Aniston very well could be the love of my life.
Let's see if we can give David the truth he needs before he gets in too deep.
She says, you know, every weekend she goes to visit these orphans. Usually, she said, the kids like to get the Bitcoin, and she's opened up a joint savings account. I've put in a few thousand, and she has put in several $1,000s more than I have.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Your engagement with our videos help us reach new audiences and can potentially stop other people from being scammed.
Hi, Social Catfish. I'm David, 71 years old. I was born and raised in Minnesota. I am very much a history buff. I have a family history going back until the Mayflower. I got involved in Civil War reenactments, joined the 8th Louisiana, a Confederate group. My highest rank was a major, and we basically became like a band of brothers. I got married when I was in college. About 3 years after, got divorced, got a job offer, moved to California, met a very nice young lady there, and we then spent 42 years together, never married, but we lived together as a couple. One of Rhonda's wishes, she wants to run a rescue for dogs. So she found a piece of property out in the Antelope Valley so we could open up a kennel out there. And so for about 20 years, we ran a rescue for bull terriers. I'm very proud of the fact of what we did. We saved a lot of dogs. We placed a lot of dogs. It was her wish, and I was able to help her fulfill it. She passed away 2.5 years ago. It honestly was devastating. I was in grief mode for a year. My emotional support dog was a bull terrier who kept me sane the whole time. We had to close the rescue, and being from Minnesota, I had thought for a while about moving back to Minnesota, and I go, you know, now's the time.
After spending a full year grieving the loss of his partner, David decided to get back out there and give online dating a try.
I was really not into online dating. I had looked at Instagram and I got, just curious. I was on it for about 2 days and I had decided not for me. I'd looked at other platforms, TikTok, a couple of dating sites, and I wasn't interested. I think a lot of it's a scam. A lot of the people are not real, especially people wanting money. But I had kind of decided if I'm going to meet somebody, I'll meet somebody. If I don't, I'm at the stage of life where I'm fine.
Just as David decided to no longer pursue dating online, he was to receive a message from one of the world's biggest stars. She reached out to him through her Instagram fan page.
I got this one message, and it was late at night, basically saying, I am the real Jennifer Aniston. And I decided, okay, I'll see what she's about. The only time I've ever seen Jennifer Aniston on a screen was Marley and Me. And I didn't really know who she was. Never seen an issue of Friends. I knew she was an actress, but I didn't really pay any attention to her. As far as her acting, I think she's above average. I don't think she's an Oscar winner. I wouldn't say I was a fan. Well, I know she's 5'5", blonde hair, kind of medium length, attractive figure, blue eyes, stylishly dressed. She keeps herself well fit, probably one of the most beautiful women in the world. Yeah, she could be my type. I thought we'd talk for about 2 minutes. She'd go, thank you for being a fan, thank you for support, and that would be the end of it. We wound up talking for over 90 minutes. It was basically, getting to know each other. It honestly felt like I was on a first date with her. She asked a lot of questions about my past, my family. She told me things about her family, where she lived, how she lived. She reached out and asked how long I'd been a fan, which I said, since Marley and Me. Our conversation was very entertaining, very, very comfortable to talk to. She was a little bit flirty. One of her next questions was, tell me one of your secrets. I really don't have any. I'm an open book, basically. She goes, that's your secret? I think maybe she was hoping for something a little more racy. She discussed her past, I discussed my past, and I had mentioned that my partner had passed away. She asked me if I loved her, and my reply was, well, I did love her. It's now a memory. That's kind of the first time I felt any kind of a possible more than friendship connection. She's witty, she's funny, she is very, very take charge. She knows what she wants. The things that she liked, I liked. The things she didn't like, I didn't like. And we felt very, very comfortable. It didn't get romantic, it got friendly, but it didn't get romantic. It was to be a friendship over time. We weren't going to rush anything, that we were going to see how we felt. If it worked out as friends, fine. If it didn't, we go our separate ways, and it's no big deal. We made a deal before we parted ways that we would both go off Instagram that night. In fact, she asked me to leave all social media. She told me to communicate with her on Zanga. I felt like I'd been on a first date with somebody. It just blew me away that a friendly chat got so serious. That night, I wrote her a note thanking her for the time we spent, that I felt so comfortable with her. It was a lot of fun, and I hope we really, really do become friends. The next morning, she responded to that, and that's when the romance started. We said we're going to take our time. We took about 12 hours. We both came to a conclusion. It's almost like there was a force in the universe saying, maybe you should be a couple. We decided to throw caution to the wind and see what happens. Yeah, we definitely felt a very, very strong connection, and we decided to see if it was romantic. Within 24 hours of our meeting and making a connection, we both felt like we were in love with each other. And we each say that we've never, ever experienced a feeling like this before, that we've been in love before, but never like this. Well, I know she was married to Brad Pitt. Was it Justin Trudeau or something like that for a couple of years. We don't talk about it. Like I was in a serious relationship for 40 years. We don't talk about it. There was a feeling that some force in the universe brought us together, because the chances of our meeting were so remote. I'm a regular guy, grew up in a suburban life. We met because she is a celebrity, but that went away very, very quickly. She's Jennifer that has to make dinner, that has to get up in the morning and go to work. The fact she's a celebrity doesn't come up at all. I call her Jen because she says, my friends call me Jen. She usually calls me sweetheart or honey. One of the things she said was, don't ask for selfies. Because there are literally thousands of photographs out here doing almost anything. She did send me a picture of herself at work as a producer. She sent me a picture of her as a 12-year-old. There's one that maybe she sent just to me, and that's her in a pair of pajamas kissing her cell phone goodnight. I have not found that any place online that she may have made that for me. I mean, I've been in love with her ever since that day. Jennifer Aniston very well could be the love of my life.
Despite having a very busy production schedule, Jennifer Aniston also devotes her time to philanthropic causes. To show his love, David was asked to help donate to a children's orphanage.
She's involved in an orphanage in Southern California, and she has asked me to contribute to the kids. She says, every weekend she goes to visit these orphans, which I had heard that she does St. Jude's, and she asked me to contribute. And she really feels sorry for them. She basically wanted to include me. Apparently, she has told the kids about me, so the kids know. And she knows when I give money, she knows the kids know where it's coming from. I usually buy a Bitcoin. Sometimes she'll ask for a gift card, but usually she said the kids like to get the Bitcoin. Every month after I get my Social Security, I donate $100 through Bitcoin. She may ask me to go buy a $25 card for one of the kids. Or if one of them's sick, I go to the store, purchase a gift card, and then scratch off the back, photograph it, and send it to her. The total amount I've sent to the orphan charity is $500 to date. We'd been chatting for probably about a month. And she came on and she said, I want to discuss something very serious with you. She said, sooner or later, she's going to have to retire from Hollywood. And she wanted us to buy a house together. And she stressed, knowing that she was going to put in probably 1,000 times more than I could possibly put in. But she wanted me to put something into purchasing a house. She wants a big house. We're talking 4 or 5 bedrooms. She was very serious about this, and she's opened up a joint savings account. I've put in a few thousand, and she has put in several $1,000s more than I have. Oh, I go on Cash App, take cash out of my checking account, convert it to Bitcoin, and send it to the Bitcoin wallet. And when I ask, she'll give me the balance of the account. I don't remember the bank. She's got the access to it. I don't. It's a Bitcoin account, and there's basically one person in charge. She's put in way more than I have. She's put in several $1,000s.
David and Jennifer's relationship was moving forward extremely fast. Within 6 months, they had fallen in love, decided to buy a house, and spend the rest of their lives living happily ever after. It was like something straight out of one of Jennifer Aniston's movies. But was all of this based on a true story, or just another romance scammer's work of fiction?
A couple of inconsistencies that have me questioning things. The only thing we've had any type of a disagreement on is money. I tell her I don't want to fight because they get very, very emotional. It's like we're hurting each other. In March, she went to Connecticut for her cosmetic surgery. Well, we're chatting normally. She obviously didn't fly to Connecticut, get done what she had to do, and fly back in a day. She did a presentation down at USC. She tells me she's at work, but here she is at USC doing this. So if this does turn out to be Jennifer Aniston, it would be very exciting. It would be nice if we were together in the future. It would be nice if we had our final days together. I mean, that's what we've talked about. We've been now online dating for 6 months. I would like to know for my own peace of mind. And if I'm being cheated, my intuition right now is it very possibly could be her. I'm not 100% positive about it, but I'm more positive than I am negative.
All right, Seekers, we had to get to the bottom of this. Later that week, our research team sat down to figure out how to crack this case. All right, team, I got this new case. It's from a man named David from Minnesota. David reached out to our email and says, hello, I just watched a video of Steve being scammed by Jennifer Aniston. I've been in an online communication with either a real or a fake Jennifer Aniston since mid-January. I have some reasons to believe it's really Jennifer Aniston, but there is also some doubt. I hope you can either confirm or deny if it's the real Jennifer. Thanks.
Well, it's interesting because he thinks he's talking to the real one after watching our video. I think what we need to do is run a reverse image search and see if we can find where this real image is coming from, because obviously it's photoshopped.
And we'll break down this picture for him and just give him a guide on how to tell if something's photoshopped.
He needs how to spot a romance scam 101. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. And once you've done that, give this video a like too. With all of the evidence gathered, it was time to sit down with David and give him the straight story about this person claiming to be Jennifer Aniston.
Hi.
David!
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing? My name's Drew. It's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, good to meet you.
How are you feeling about us meeting today?
Really curious as to what's going on. I'm still talking to her, and I would like to get a final answer after 6 months.
Have you always been a fan of Jennifer Aniston?
Not particularly.
What is it then that's linked you to her? Do you find her attractive?
Oh, she's very attractive, yes. We seem to be very much on the same wavelength. The things we discussed, the things we liked, the things we didn't like, we just seem to match so well.
So David, what are you hoping to hear from us today?
Well, you know what? I would like to either get the final, yes, you are talking to Jennifer Aniston, or no, you are talking to a fake.
Like, what's your gut telling you? What's your intuition telling you? Is it Jennifer Aniston?
It tells me more it's Jennifer Aniston than it's not. But there's still quite a large, it's not Jennifer Aniston. There are too many questions. So if it's not Jennifer Aniston, I'm not going to be heartbroken.
Because there's other Jennifer Anistons?
Well, I do have I have a plan B, and I have now been offered a plan C. So it's not the end of the world.
Well, I mean, now you got to talk about all the plans.
Okay. Plan B is a woman that I've known for 4 years, lives in California, wants to come out, and we are now actively working on getting her out to Minnesota. Plan C is a woman that lives in Texas who wants to come up and meet me.
David, do you know what a player is?
Yes.
I feel like you're a player. You got all these women lined up.
But I don't seek them out. They seek me out.
How old are they?
Well, okay, Plan B, her first name is Ana. She's probably about 40. And I think Plan C, her name is, I can't remember, Giselle or something like that. She's probably about the same, about mid-40s.
So the other two women, you've seen them in real life?
No.
Okay. We got a bunch of research that we want to jump into. Bram, let's just hop into it.
Yeah, of course. So you sent over an image of Jennifer Aniston. She's holding up a sign. David, I'm real. Do you remember that picture?
Oh, I remember it very well, yes.
Yeah. How did you feel when you received that image?
I was curious because it was, fairly late in the evening. And in fact, I was getting off Instagram. I was all set to delete Instagram when I saw it. And so I was just curious as to why someone would approach me. Well, I was willing to take the chance to see if it's real, fine. If it's fake, I haven't lost anything other than some time.
So David, I want to let you know that we took that image and we ran it through our reverse image search, and we found a ton of matches. And what I can confirm is that this is actually a photoshopped image. We found the real image.
Yes, I'm very familiar as a printer. I'm very familiar with Photoshop, and I can see that it's several pictures put together.
Did you ask her about that?
Yeah, and she just kind of admitted it.
What are some other things that are making you lean towards it being real? Because looking at this, I would automatically believe that it's fake.
Her scheduling Oh, like the SAG Awards. I obviously couldn't, uh, you know, chat with her, the night of the awards. Some of the things she said, uh, she's either researched Jennifer Aniston very well, which is, definitely a possibility.
David, it sounds like you're leaning towards it being fake now. Do you believe that it's real, or do you believe it's fake?
Well, like I said, I've got enough doubt to believe it's fake. So, like I said, if you tell me it's fake, it's like, okay, like I'm probably 60% is real, 40% is fake.
So let's talk about the next image. She sent you an image of her. She's in front of a mirror. Do you recall that image?
Oh, yeah.
What did you notice about this image?
It seemed flat, almost like it was a cardboard cutout in front of a mirror.
So I want you to know that we took this image and we ran this one through our reverse image search as well. And we found several matches. And we also found that this is a photoshopped image. And then number two, we were able to find the real woman's image that was stolen, and Jennifer Aniston's face was layered on top of that.
Okay. Yeah, it had a fake look to it.
But that doesn't matter to you because you already knew that all of this was photoshopped.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I've as a printer, I took classes in Photoshop.
My question is, why would someone go through so much trouble to Photoshop an image instead of just sending you a legitimate image?
That's an absolute legitimate question. Other than, she's got people behind her, and maybe they do things like that. I don't know. In March, when she went to Connecticut for the plastic surgery, that's like we were talking like normal. I go, well, wait a second, she didn't fly there, get the surgery, and then fly back in a day. So there were some flags along the way.
David, you sent over a video of a woman laying on the couch. Jennifer said this was her.
Yeah.
So we ran a reverse image search on that video and we found matches instantly. And the actress in that video wasn't Jennifer Aniston at all. It's an actress by the name of Kira Sedgwick.
Oh.
But the thing is Jennifer's telling you this is her and it's not her, right?
Right.
And so the thing we're trying to share with you so that you can walk away feeling like this is 100% not real is that this person, Jennifer, that you've been talking to has been lying to you and keeps lying to you. The images that she sent, the video that she sent you, even the reason why she can't talk to you, she's been lying to you about all of these things. Sending money to an orphanage, but she can't tell you the name of the orphanage. I mean, she hasn't been truthful to you.
You are absolutely correct.
And David, I don't think social media and dating sites are the best outlet to find a woman for you, at least at this moment.
Yeah, probably true. Yes.
Until we can maybe educate you on how to spot some of this stuff, because there's so much of this all over the internet that it's almost like you're dropping yourself in the middle of the ocean and you can't swim.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you guys do what you're doing. There's so many ways to trick you now.
So Anna and Michelle. So you're talking to two other women, Anna and Michelle. And both of these people, as you've already clarified, you haven't met face to face. So you haven't done a video chat with them. So what might be helpful to you is if you send over their profiles to me, I can look them up and just verify some information for you just to help you move in the right direction.
You've got the tools. I think you guys do a great job.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. So education is definitely key here, David. Just try to be realistic when dating online. That's like 101.
Someone that can't be honest with you and share a valid image and they have to Photoshop an image. I mean, me personally, that's a relationship based on lies. So, I mean, that's not someone that's being truthful and upfront with you from the get-go.
So, David, where do we go from here?
Well, I need to make up my mind what to do with this Jennifer, which will be probably short and sweet. Well, tell her that I know you're a fake, and probably at that point we'll cut it off.
David, I think you can master the art of dating. It's just gonna take some education. I think you're a really nice guy, and I'm happy that you came to us before you sent a larger amount of money.
I want to help you out with the online safety. So send me over those 2 profiles. I want to look into those for you and provide you with some answers for the other 2 women you're talking to.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes, it does.
Okay, Seekers, our work here wasn't quite done. David was still talking with 2 women online that he had never met in person. Always vigilant, Brienne got on a call with David the next day to break down the truth to him about these 2 women that he was speaking with. David was not able to provide a full name or a single photo for our team to identify whether or not Plan C was a real person. But when speaking to David about Plan B, Brienne discovered a shocking revelation.
David.
Yes, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. What I wanted to do is just kind of share with you the information that we found. You sent over an additional profile, her name being Ana. This is another person that you're talking to online. And so we ran her image through a reverse image search and we were able to find who she is.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
So we found her identity and her name is not Ana. The real person in the image, her name is Cassandra.
Oh.
She is an adult film actress and she goes by the name Princess Blue Eyes. So her images have been used in a scam before. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's her. Yes. Yes, that's her. That's definitely her.
Yeah. So what's going on here is that this person has stolen her images and is presenting themselves as this different person by the name of Ana. I don't know your connection or how long this connection's been going on, but this person is most likely a scammer.
We've been going on for 4 years.
Okay. Have you sent this person any money?
Yes, I have.
Okay. About how much money have you sent her so far?
Oh, upwards of probably $40,000.
So you sent her $40,000?
Yes.
Wow. Is she still asking you for money?
Yes.
Okay.
He asked me for $1,000 today.
Okay, so did you send the money?
No.
Okay, don't send her any money. This person is pretending to be someone they're not. They've stolen someone else's images online and they are most likely a scammer, and this person is just going to keep taking money from you.
Okay.
You need to block them right away.
I will do that tonight.
Okay. Something else I want to share with you is we sent a tracker to the woman that you're talking to online by the name of Jennifer Aniston. We wanted to get an idea of where she's located, right? So this person is located in Port Harcourt, Nigeria.
Okay.
So the question is why would Jennifer Aniston be in Nigeria?
She wouldn't be.
Right, correct.
She has absolutely no reason to be there.
So this person that's been scamming you could be reaching out to you on different platforms under these different profiles. Ana might be the same person or a completely different person, but the point I'm trying to make is these people are scammers, right? So they're trying to take your money from you. And so you need to block them right away.
I'm sorry I spent so much money. I'm very grateful for what you've done.
I know you've been in a relationship with Ana for 4 years, but this person is just with you to take your money.
Yeah, well, yeah, because every time she said, okay, I just need this and we're done, and this, that, then all of a sudden, no, there's this other fee.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, she just hit me for $1,000 needs to go to Goldman Sachs.
Okay, and just be careful. If anybody else that you're talking to online is asking you for money, it's a red flag, okay?
Yes.
Okay, David.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, you take care. Thank you.
All right, you too. Have a good night. What is he doing? Oh my gosh, 40,000. He did not mention that at all. He just said, I have these two other women I'm talking to, plan B, plan C, and we were able to find the real identity of this person here, but 40,000. It's like, David, what are you doing?
Wait a minute, Seekers. If David was talking to this woman for 4 years, and his partner Rhonda only died 2.5 years ago, there was inconsistencies in the timeline because David said he didn't start online dating until after his partner had passed away. We hopped on one last call to clarify when he started communicating with Ana and get more details on the $40,000 he had sent.
So, David, do you know why we're sitting down here today?
I think so, yes.
So, last time me and you spoke, you wanted me to look into this additional person that you were talking to online, and we were able to confirm through reverse image search who the real person was, and you had mentioned losing $40,000 to her.
Yes.
Through our text messages from last night, you also mentioned that you had promised not to discuss some of those details.
Yes, unfortunately, there are some things about her that, without her permission, I really can't discuss.
At this point, how long have you been talking to Ana?
4 years.
4 years. And then
Yes.
give me a timeline as far as like when did your wife pass?
Okay, my wife passed away March 30th, 2020.
2020. So right after your wife passed away, you started talking to Ana?
Well, now I've got to think, maybe it was the start of COVID. So maybe it was 2019.
That you were talking to Ana?
No, 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 no. I did not talk to Ana at all until after my wife passed away.
Okay.
Probably 2 months. Now I got to tell you, I discovered that I had been grieving for about a year. So I've got a year in my life that I cannot explain.
Okay.
I had the dog that was my rock when Rhonda passed away, and I thought he passed away in May after Rhonda passed away. He passed away in May of the next year, so he passed away like 14 months later. So
Oh,
I've got a year that is very, very fuzzy to me.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that. So at this point, you've been chatting with Ana for 4 years, roughly.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
at any point, have you met her face to face?
No.
So the reason why I asked you these questions, David, is because I am extremely concerned about your relationship with Ana. When we sat down, I had shown you who Ana really is. So she's presenting herself to you as this person by the name of Ana. Her real name is not Ana, it's Cassandra. Her images are all over the internet. She's an adult film actress. Her images have been found on several blogs posts where people have reported being scammed by her images, and it's because she's public. Adult film actresses, they have their images all over the internet, and they're an easy target for a scammer to use because they have access to all of their images and videos. And so another reason why I'm asking you these questions is because you're sending money to a person that you've never met face to face. And that's a huge red flag. So we have some really huge red flags here. So Ana hasn't been truthful about who she is. She has been asking you to send money, and she has never met you face to face. And the other concern that I have is that you've been sending money through Cash App and wire transfers. Do you know any of the people that she had been asking you to send money to?
No. Well, in fact, she's supposed to be sending me $25,000.
Yeah, be careful, David, because we've seen this before too. This could be part of a setup where the money never comes in, but then she starts asking you to send a fee so that you could release the funds. So just be careful there. I encourage you not to send her any money as of right now until we look into her.
I will. I will do that.
Okay, thank you, David. I hope too that you understand, like, I'm just doing this because I'm extremely concerned like Jennifer Aniston profile, being that was fake, we were able to do an IP tracker there. And then, us seeing all the huge red flags with Anna, I couldn't help but just, I didn't want to walk away from you without looking into this other person for you.
Okay.
Okay.
If you can send me that tracker, I expect to hear from her this evening.
All right. Sounds good.
I
Okay.
appreciate it. Okay.
No problem. Thank you, David.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Now that David had the truth about these women he was dating online, it was up to him whether he wanted to accept reality or keep believing in these online fantasies.
If you have been involved in a romance scam, don't forget to report it. It helps get the word out and potentially stops other people from being scammed.
Tune in this Friday when we follow up with David on our live stream. We'll find out if David really blocked all of these fraudulent profiles. Thanks for watching. Don't forget all of our new videos go out every Wednesday. If you like this video, subscribe. And if you want to see more, you should probably click one of these 2 videos.